It was 500 days from my last performance till the time I performed again. 500 days. And the last time I performed in front of an audience before the whole thing shut down was on March 13th, and I was in New Buffalo, Michigan at a casino there. And I knew that things were coming to an end. I knew that we were moving into a shutdown, okay? Because myself and a friend of mine who many of you know, he was really a great comic, Kathleen Madigan. She and I, from the moment that virus hit, from the moment we heard about it, we tracked that son of a bitch every day. Every fucking day. We were like the Fauci and Birx of the comedy community. We were on the phone. Did you hear that? Did you hear what's happening? They fucked up. Somebody left the door open to the lab. Somebody got on the goddamn boat. It's coming our way. Close the harbors. Those fuckers have to close the harbors. Nobody listened. But we knew it was out there. We knew it was coming. And luckily, I was at least in a position, I kind of knew this was going to be my last show, because the show on March 14th that I was going to have had been canceled. She, however, was on her way to the airport to get on a plane to Reno. I said, turn back! You don't want to get on that fucking plane. You don't want to end up in Reno. Son of a bitch. They're going to hold you there for God knows how long, because they're going to need at least one person to gamble. They talked about closing my show on the 13th. They said we may not go through with it. But they were kind of stuck because 1,500 fuckers had shown up. And we knew this. I knew it because they were in the casino, standing shoulder to shoulder. That did not bode well. There they were. And I was there. I was at a very safe distance. I was watching them through binoculars. That night I went on stage. It was a sold-out house. I really didn't know what to say. I'd never been in this position before. Nobody knew what was coming next. And I stared out at them, and the first thing that came into my mind was, well, thanks for risking your life. I got a bigger laugh that night. And so I finished up. I walked off the stage, one of the strangest performances, great in many ways, odd in others. It was, and I went into my dressing room, and I flashed on that thing they say about comics that I'd never thought about in this way before. You know, boy, he really killed him tonight. On March 14th, it was time I could go home. I was supposed to fly through O'Hare. I was not going to go through O'Hare because I knew, and Kathleen knew, that the first time that COVID went from one person to another in this country was at O'Hare. That's the kind of shit I knew. So I'm not going to that fucking airport. I don't have a hazmat suit. And O'Hare on a good day is a shithole. And so, I am very lucky I have a tour bus. And I got onto that, and I was going to return back to New York City. And on the way, I was going to stop for provisions. There's a word you don't hear anymore. That's a word you actually hear if you're on a wagon train going west. But I say provisions because I knew I was going to have to pick up a lot of shit. And so, I stopped for the first time ever and went into, and this will stun you, a Walmart. Yeah. I know. I'd never been in one, but why would a single person who'd never been duck hunting go to a Walmart? I mean, unless I needed a 100-pound tub of butter for fun. Or, but I was gonna need 300 fucking rolls of toilet paper, so I'm going to Walmart. And I'd never been, I walked in, it was like the Vatican. The Vatican of fatty fuck foods. They didn't even put the foods together in terms of the same product of food, the same fruits. No, it was the level of fat. Fat, fattier, most fatty, the most fatty, fucking fattiest, fattiest. Holy shit. There was actually one of those warning lights. The red light was spinning in one place, sirens going off. That was the aisle that said, you might have a heart attack here. It's the first place I've ever been into that the soup actually had whipped cream on it. If you walk around a Walmart, literally for 3 minutes, you will gain 7 pounds. Hey, listen, here's something simple. If you like the video, press like and subscribe to the channel, and you'll be seeing all sorts of content. Content like this or this, or there's supposed to be some videos here, and that's what they told me, but I don't see anything. I hope you do.